Cause I don't really care anymore, cause motherfucker, I'm a CNA. Let me hear all your bitches say if you are a CNA. Just work until the day we get paid, certified nurse assistant. Enjoy your work in the business for the ball and say, motherfucker, I'm a CNA. Let me hear all your bitches say if you are a CNA. Just work until the day we get paid, certified nurse assistant. Please get a business for the ball and say, colostomies or ileostomies. As I beg us through the holes of about a dozen cc's. That's milliliters, regular mathematics. Some CNAs, steal detox and drug addicts, some alcoholics, some crackheads try to break the legs and limbs to get high on meds. I've been stripped a couple times and punched in the nose. They've been in and shitting on and they call me bro. I also empty catheters full of urine. As the tube goes your peel and bladder, just keep it thin. Fuck, that would suck to have a tube on my dick with a tube the size of an inch thick. But shit, it's cool, I got plenty more. Some patients with me needs more than food in a grocery store. You the bitch, cause I ain't gonna sit and you know I can't cops like a cuz motherfucker, I'm a CNA. Let me hear all you bitches say if you are a CNA. Just work until the day we get paid, certified your assistant. And tell you what you the bitch, cause when the ball is say, motherfucker, I'm a CNA. Let me hear all you bitches say if you are a CNA. Just work until the day we get paid, certified your assistant. Please put your business on the ball and say,
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to PSA from a CNA. I am your host with the most, the blessed and highly favorite Franko the Pen. Thank you for spending just a little bit, a small, a smidgen, a medium, just the tiniest bit of the Wednesday evening with your boy. I truly appreciate it. We are live and direct. Shout out to everybody who is getting ready for third shift. I truly appreciate it because Lord knows I ain't gonna do it. Shout out to everybody who is on the ass end of being done with second shift. Hold on, it's almost over. Shout out to everybody who either got mandated or is working a double. I know that shit sucked, but second and third shift get more money for being mandated and just working second and third shift. So I guess that's a good thing. To be honest, I always thought that, first of all, let me give a shout out to John and RJ. What's up, girl? But I always thought that it was unfair that second and third shift get paid more than first shift. I always thought that was unfair, and I never understood why. Okay, so as we've discussed before, second shift has to give is basically giving up their time, the time where all the fun shit is happening out in the world. Okay, I get that, 100%. And third shift is giving up the time that you supposed to be asleep for a normal human being. 100% get that, but that's about it. They get paid more because of the time in which they are placed. If you think about who has to deal with more bullshit, it's obviously first shift. I always thought if anybody should be making more money for just being there. Cause let's get this shit straight. Second shift and third shift get paid more money for just being there. That's all that is. But if anybody should get paid more money for just being there, it's first shift. We got to deal with the office, management, families, PT, getting people up for appointments on time, all that bullshit and headache. We got to deal with that shit and do it with a smile. And yet we make less than the people that come in after us. How does that make sense? Two feeds. In the middle of your morning, get up, guess what? You gotta feed somebody. I'm just like, I'm like, how does that? It don't make no damn sense. It's not like you not gonna get nobody to work second and third shift. Somebody gonna always be in the line for work, especially CNAs. Y'all made that abundantly clear every day when you let us know that we are replaceable. Even though 93% of nursing homes are understaffed, but that's a whole nother topic. But fucking in my own, and just me, just my opinion, I feel like if anybody should be making that little bit extra, it should be first shift. This is no slight to second or third shift. Like I said, I can work second shift. I refuse to work third shift. I don't want to, and I don't have to, so I'm not going to. But yeah, I would say for the amount of work that we have to do, for the amount of people that we have to deal with, the different departments, different bosses, different families, first shift should definitely be getting that little bit of extra money and shit. I don't know who decided that second and third shift should be paid more than first shift. I don't even understand where that logic came from. If, in all honesty, I don't like who even thought of that? Who thought that was a good idea? Don't give me look. Second shift is tough sometimes. I'm not even about to give y'all no praise. Second shift is way easier than first shift. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Getting people undressed is way easier than getting people dressed. 100%. Look, second shift is so easy to me. You feed them, you got one feed, and that's at around what, 5:30, 6 o'clock. After that, people be rushing to go back to their rooms. All you gotta do is get them in the bed. It's so easy to take their clothes off. They don't even fight with you most of the time. They be ready to get them clothes and shoes off. Take them off. Get me in a gown. Second shift is so easy. But because of the time, because you come in from 2:33 till 10:30, 11, somehow that make you eligible for more in your paycheck than me because I work first shift? I gotta come in, start washing people up, bed baths, putting on clothes, which everybody knows is way harder. Putting clothes on is way harder than taking them off. We all take our clothes off at the end of the night. It takes you way more time to get ready for work than it takes you to get ready for bed. And that's just facts. Add whatever kind of science you want to it. That's just facts. I could take it take me 5 seconds to put my pants on. It take me 1.3 seconds to get these pants off. Unhook the belt, let these bitches fall to the ground. Gravity is helping me. Putting clothes on, I'm going against gravity. Taking clothes off, gravity is my best friend. Gotta put clothes on while also trying to talk to the patients, be their best friend. Some of them fighting you, kicking at you, trying to put their socks on and shoes on and shit like that. Then you gotta feed. Then you gotta go after the feeds, because there's never just one, after multiple feeds. Then you gotta fucking go back to getting people dressed. More bed baths, more dress, more showers. You gotta get people, you gotta deal with PT all up in your face. You gotta get that shit done. get they special people done. They want they special people done first. It's people that got to go out to like appointments and dialysis and all this other shit. Got to get them done first. You got to prioritize and all this other shit. Then boom, lunch, more feeds, passing trays and all this other shit. Then you got to do after lunch. You got to check changes, fucking change people, check them, take them to the bathroom. All this, just first shift. And all that while dealing with fucking ADONs and DONs all up in management, all up your ass. Families talking to you crazy. Fucking worrying about if corporate or state is in the building. Just a whole bunch of shit. And yet, somehow, dealing with all of that, we are at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to the pay. Because we come in. Why? Because we get the rest. We at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to the pay. Because at 3:00 we get the rest of the day off. So because we get to go to like concerts and like movies at a date time or whatever, or whatever the fuck, because of the time that we work, and that means we deserve less money than second and third shift, even though we deal with way more bullshit than those other shifts. That means we deserve less money. Get the fuck out of here. And don't even get me started on third shift. Okay? What does third shift do? They change your water cup. They change your water cup. They make sure that the residence is dry. They change your water cup and make sure the residence is dry. Some of them have a shower, maybe one or two, at like the ass end of the shift, somewhere around 4:00 in the morning. Some of them get like one or two people up. So they get paid more than first shift because they working at a time where they should be asleep. I know this nursing assistant game is a 24/7 job, but come on now. You basically paying third shift to resist the urge to sleep. That's all that is. You give them extra money in they check to resist the urge to sleep. Yet first shift gotta fuck. Oh Jesus! It's what part? Who? I really want to know what was the meeting, where and who, what, when, why was the meeting where they was like, we should give like second and third shift a little bit of extra money because, you know what I'm saying, when we all go home, they got to come to work and deal with residents and stuff. Yeah, and you know what? That's true. And you know what? They should have a little bit of extra money, a little bit of extra cheddar, a little bit of extra change. But you know who should have the most cheddar? Who should have the most money, the most change? First shift. First shift. The fuck? For all of the reasons previously stated at the beginning of this podcast. That shit is ridiculous. I don't understand it. If you want to be honest, I don't understand it at all. But somewhere down the line, I feel like I could Google it, but I feel like it wouldn't come up because I feel like it was a secret meeting or some shit like that. Fucking it was a secret meeting or something where they was just like give second or third shift more money in they check or something like it. It don't even fucking make sense. Like, why? What? Because of the time? There is literally no other reason for second and third shift to have more money in they check than first shift other than the time they are working. And that is preposterous. Preposterous. Talk to your administrator and ask them why it's that way. You can't ask the administrator that. It's been like that since before they was even an administrator. Who knows how long these rules been in place, John? If I want answers, I'm gonna have to go. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go back to the meeting. I'm gonna have to go back to the meeting to where this shit was originally thought of and made into. Is it even a written rule? It might be a written rule somewhere. And I don't even fucking know. It seemed like an unwritten rule, but it seemed like it got to be a written rule because they fucking pay you and you check about the damn shit. I think they paid more to third for the incentive to do it. Third shift killed me. I never felt rested no matter. That's what I'm saying, Becky. They paid the other two shifts more money for no other reason other than the time they come to work. They don't do more work than first shift. They don't deal with more problems than first shift. The only reason they getting that extra money in their paycheck more than first shift is because of the time that they come to work. I just said they basically just paying third shift people to stay up. Come to work, stay up, and make sure these people don't fall or kill another patient, I guess. And here, had this little extra money in you. Meanwhile, first shift has to get up at the ass crack of dawn, do all of that, and plus some for the lowest amount of money in this whole situation. Shit, I think first shift might make less money than what is it? Is it janitorial or what am I thinking of? The people who do the laundry and shit. The people who do the laundries and change out the trash and all this shit. I think some first shift people might make less than them. And don't get me wrong, this is not me trying to get people to turn on. This ain't housekeeping. That's what it is. Thank you. I could not think of that. I said janitorial. It's housekeeping. Fuck. Why did I say janitorial? What the fuck? It's housekeeping. Housekeeping. I think first shift may make the same amount or less than housekeeping, depending on where you work. I love a 3 to 5 a.m. time frame, 3 a.m. QA on glutometers, 4 a.m. garbage and linen emptying catheters and pure wicks, and 5 a.m. PCU floor care vital signs reports out of. Look at John got his third shift down to a science. Have an hour to get everyone up for breakfast. Let's see. Let's see. Well, if you come to, it depends on what time you come to work. Some people's shifts start at 6:30, and breakfast be at 8. So that give you an hour and a half. If your breakfast if you start at 7, then yeah, it's an hour. So you have to All right, let's get it down. Let's get the math right. You have about, let's say you get to work at like 7 o'clock. Breakfast is at 8. Let's say that the shift. Let's say that third shift, with they extra money ass, did they job. If you lucky, they already got like, let's say you have like you have a group of 20. If you lucky, third shift is already did. At least got dressed 3 or 4 of those people. If you lucky, third shift has already got dressed 3 or 4 of those people. Okay, so that leaves you with 16 people to wash up and get dressed. Now you have to now you got to do your nitpicking, cause you got to figure out who you got to figure out who is okay with eating in bed, and then you got to figure out who 100% only eat in the dining room, if you have a dining room, but who eats in the dining room. Then you got to figure out who got an appointment today. You got to figure out who has physical therapy early. You got all those factors in line. So let's say you get all those factors. Let's say you get all those factors in line. Now you know who you got to get up and in what order. So you got 16 people to get up. All right. So if you lucky, the people who you gotta get up first aren't morning people, so they don't want to talk to you. They just want you to get them up. Cool, no chit chat. You ain't gotta waste time talking and doing all this other stuff. You can just get them washed up, get them dressed. So let's get it down to how quick can you go from entering the room, entering the room with all the materials, John, you're not gonna get all 16 people. You might as well get that out your head now. What you doing? All right, so you coming into the shift, and you hoping that third shifters did their job. You find out that your assignment is 20 people. If you lucky, third shift has got up 4 of those people. Got up and dressed and, you know what I'm saying, clean, smelling good. 4 of those people. So I automatically took you down to 16 people. You gotta find out who you gotta get up. So you gotta get up to people who got an appointment early, and you gotta get up to people who eat breakfast in the dining room. So let's say you got to get up 7 people in an hour. Let's say four people are appointments. The other 3 just like to eat breakfast in a dining room. You got 7 people to get up in an hour. You now have to divide. You got to divide that time between 7. You have an hour to get up 7 people. Can you? I'm saying, can you? We've all been in a situation where we've had to get up an ungodly amount of people. 7 people in an hour. To do 7 people in an hour. Of course, I have to say this before I go on. I do not advocate cutting corners. You should do everything by the book. HIPAA, blah 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 blah. With that being said, in the real world, corners are cut like a motherfucker because you have 7 people to get up in an hour before breakfast even starts. And they don't want to hear none of your fucking excuses. physical therapy don't want to hear your excuses. The people downstairs that's waiting to your ride, the people to their appointments don't want to hear your excuses. You as a CNA now have to put on your fucking Superman's boots and Superman cape and get 7 people up, washed, dressed, and smelling good, and happy about it in an hour. Not to mention that after that, you have to pass trays and feed people, and then after that, you have to then go and finish getting the rest of those people up, while also, God forbid, one of the people that you already got up has diarrhea or pees on themselves or something crazy, spilled juice on themselves, anything that just throws your plans out of whack. It's just now, mind you, once again, and that's not even right. What Jenny just said, that's not even bringing it into consideration, like showers and all this other shit that you got to get done. Showers, vitals. Some of y'all take blood. I don't know how you do that shit, but they let you get away with that shit. Some of y'all passing meds, all that shit. And mind you, once again, this is all just first shift. This is what first shift has to do. Now that was the bullshit of just the first hour of first shift. Now let's get into, like, let's say second shift starts at 3:00. Dinner is at 5:30. That's automatically 2.5 hours of just nobody wants to go to bed at fucking 3:00 in the afternoon. So all you doing is going around, making sure people is dry, seeing if anybody need anything, and just waiting till lunch. That's the first 2.5 hours of second shift. You may have to change somebody. You ain't got to do no bath. You ain't got to get nobody ready to go nowhere. If anything, you waiting on somebody to come back from an appointment or outing with a family, which is already less in your group until that person gets back. So the first 2.5 hours of second shift is pretty much fucking leisure. And then they do their dinner, okay? Pass the dinner trays, do they feeds? They one feed. That's it. One feed. That's it. And then here comes the easy part. Taking the person to their room, get them in bed, taking their clothes off, getting them into a nightgown, change their brief, and you pretty much done with them, and the rest is just checking on them. That's it. That's all of second shift. Whoop the fuck do. Then here comes third shift. Everybody just got in bed. It's pretty much on their way to sleep. All third shift is doing is checking, making sure everybody's dry, passing that water. Some facilities do a midnight snack or whatever the fuck. And that's it until what, 4:00 in the morning, where some people might have a shower, some people might have some people to get dressed or get up if they decide to do that. In some places you gotta wash some clothes, a load of clothes maybe. I'm like, who had the toughest shift here? In the first hour, first shift, has done more than second and third shift combined in all they shift. In the first hour, we broke down the math. It's crazy. It's just fucking. and yet, second and third shift get more money in they check because of the time that they come to work. It's flabbergasting. Yes, Katrina, third shift do have get-ups, but you don't have as many get-ups as first shift. I'm not talking about your 2 showers and maybe your 3 get-ups. How about the congratulations? Now, when I get to work on first shift, I now have to get up the other 17 people in the rest of that group, as well as get them washed up and ready to go. Thank you for your third shift contributions of those 3 people. It's don't get me wrong, it's appreciated because there's 3 less people that I have to worry about. But come on, third shift compared to first shift, it's not even a competition. Like I said, I work first shift because I like having the rest of my day off. I would 100% work second shift just for the simple fact that shit is easy as fuck. The only thing that I would complain about is that I'm at work while shit is happening. And I'll probably be fired because I'm not. You can't mandate me to do no third shift. Sorry, I'm not doing it. I needs to be in the bed area. Shoot, look, y'all, I gotta get up out of here. But if you haven't already, please like and follow this page so you can be notified. But the next time I go live, which will be this Friday with a brand new episode of Bitchin' by the Bar. If you haven't already, please follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Franko the Pen. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at OMG Franko. Be warned, it do get a little X-rated over there. If you're vaccinated, stay carded up, and if you're not, stay tested. Shout out to everybody on their way to third shift. I truly appreciate you because Lord knows I'm not gonna be the one to do it. This has been PSA from a CNA. I am Franko the Pen, and I will see you guys next time with a brand new episode. We are out of here.